So Elon Musk has now become the richest person in the world, now surpassing Jeff Bezos. Congrats, I guess. You have successfully exploited the most money out of the people. He is now worth $185 billion. Now, right off the bat, I'll say I'm sorry if you like Mr. Elon. However, my thesis today is that no one actually works for that much money. Now, I'm not saying that Elon doesn't deserve any of his riches. He did play roles in business management and making business decisions, and even in design team roles. However, I do not believe that contributed that much to his overall net worth. Well, first of all, where did Elon get all of this money? Well, it started with his revolutionary idea of sending people money. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, actually, Elon didn't even make PayPal anyway. He bought it and merged it with another company that he owned at the time. He also didn't found Tesla either. He was an early investor and through a lawsuit was allowed to call himself a co-founder. Now, if you think that Teslas are pretty cool, I actually do think that they're pretty cool cars as well. Don't worry. You don't have to stop liking Tesla because I'm going to trash on Elon here a little bit. I just want you to recognize that this is Tesla, not necessarily this guy. But this isn't about Mr. Elon in particular. This is about billionaires and multi-billionaires in general, I would say. Let me try to prove to you that no one actually works for that much money. Let's start off with what I think is a very kind comparison. Let's say that you make $100 an hour. Keep in mind that the average American makes about $30 to $35 an hour. So this is already a very high paid position. Now let's go ahead and say that you work 80 hours a week, double the expected 40-hour work week. That gets you about $8,000 a week. Times that by 52 weeks a year, so that's actually including no vacations either, and you get $416,000 a year. So that's quite a bit more than most people make. But how long would it take for you to work to get to where Elon is? Oh, just about 445,000 years. By the way, humans have been on Earth for about 200,000 years. So actually, that means if you were the first ever human on Earth, made $100 an hour, worked 80 hours a week, from the time you were born and you're immortal and live to today, you would still have less than half of what Elon does. How does that make sense? Clearly a high-skilled and hard-working person doesn't even get close to someone's net worth. Now, to be fair, a neurosurgeon actually makes more than that. They make an average about $600,000 a year. That still takes over 300,000 years. A neurosurgeon, the profession that takes over a decade of education and performs some of the most complicated procedures in modern medicine. Now, how about another example? A chief engineer at NASA actually makes less. They are working probably over 50 hours a week doing something that takes a lot of training and a lot of dedication. And yet it would take the average chief NASA engineer over 1 million years to make that $185 billion. Now, how about a more personal example? The average American household makes about $70,000 a year. That means that it would take a hardworking family 2.3 million years to make the same that Elon has made. Now, how about one last example? A firefighter. A pretty uncontroversial hero of society and a criminally underpaid position that requires intensive physical training, education, and definitive bravery. These people save lives daily, and yet it would take the average firefighter almost 3.9 million years to make the same that Elon has made. Capitalism is broken. It doesn't reward hard work, it rewards ownership. A system which requires a firefighter to work for millions of years to be valued the same as a crafty CEO is a failure. Thank you all for watching this video. I know that it was a bit more of a rant than an actually well-constructed argument, but I still hope that you enjoyed. And of course, if you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you like my content, and ring that bell as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.